pretty fun. A little bit on the stressing side because at this point you may know, guys, that I took out a big portion of my savings plus my earnings on Bitcoin. I'm not talking, by the way, my savings account. All right, I do have my other savings to where I get out stuff to improve my housing, so on and so forth. Right. So at this point,
Life
it was
chips.
like, yeah. So I just went 120% solar. I'm now up and running. The remodeling jobs is not over, but I'm finally connected to the network. So I'm
Nice.
consuming everything turned on. It's just consuming one third of my full production. So I'm pretty happy with it. Although I'm working on rebuilding my savings, that is kind of like the stressful part, like, yeah, you have just your trading stuff, which gets you back to your, well, in this case, my savings for life, my retirement cycle, right? But as far as I go, like non having savings, that is kind of like stressful for me. I don't know about you, but man, I'm in an uncomfortable zone. But well, we're working on
Hmm.
it. We're rebuilding, and that's why we take profits to improve our way of life. And I might, maybe within 3 months, be ordering my first miner since I have electricity for just to waste. I'm gonna be trying to produce out of some money out of it. So we'll see how that goes.
You you need a loan? Let me know. I got you.
Thank you, my friend.
You
But
should
no, I'm
always
trying to
have
get.
an escape fund, I call it. You should always have, you should be able to pay off your bills for the year and then an escape fund. So, you know, if the Mexican SEC comes after you, you put the smoke
Which
bomb
have?
and then you go and then you just go,
Oh, oh. Oh shit! Yeah, that play out fantastically, man. Love it, love it, love it.
oh man, let's
Oh,
look at the charts, man. What a
let's do it.
wild day, man. So crazy.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm actually long from here right now. I didn't want to give you FOMO right at the beginning. Hit take profit one. So far,
Nice.
so good. Up 140. But yeah, breakout retest continuation trade right now. Mitigation of the low, sweep of the low, bullish divergence clipping. Okay, so something in the trade here, 82, 850. Right here, 82, 850. So looking for this to continue up here. Uh, just in general, I'm not saying go long right now, okay, friends. But oh my God, yeah, baby, let's go. Very simple idea. So you have the failure to continue downwards into your golden pocket here. Number one, you have this morning. Oh my God, we'll talk about this morning. No trade this morning, but a nice little bounce steady here. So you look for the mitigation of the low using your liquidity zones. So you'll get liquidity zones. Let's go on a 5 minute here, and this will help you identify this. So you're gonna have liquidity zones at the highs, right? You see how we have liquidity zone here. We had one here, positive delta. Okay, suggesting a bounce. Okay, so when you come into here, you sweep the liquidity zone and you hold. Sign of strength. I was having breakfast with my son. Rejection off VWAP. Coming back down, putting in a higher low. And you guys know me. What am I doing here? As soon as we have an established high, right? I'm pulling a swing, low to swing high, golden pocket bounce level, right? And I'm looking for that long. It held. I press buy. Happy days. Take a little trade. Okay, so crazy morning. I mean, we started our morning right here, literally as I'm starting my live stream. What the is this, man? What is this? Is crazy. I don't even know what this was. It just went whoop, and then it went whoop. This was news. Okay, 8:30. We had news. Then we had another whoop, and then a dump. Okay, rolling over here. So for me, I took one scalp long this morning right here. I took this trade here, and that was it. $60 or something like that, something small. And I'm in this long now. 75% out. I don't really care if it doesn't go all the way up. Stop loss is at entry now. A little quick. I mean, the market is absolute dog poop right now. Okay, don't get it. Don't think it's good right now. This is really scammy, right? But you can look for like a breakout continuation here. But for me right now, it's like take what it gives you and then run. That's kind of how I've been trading. When we zoom out, okay, so for my top down analysis is pretty simple right now. So we need to get clearly above 85,000 into 86. Okay, so we look here. We had our weekly candle close coming in doji. So we would like to see a recovery back up into here. We'll see what happens this week. But so far, opening it up and pushing up. So we're still in the positive here. This is an aggressive candle. You can see how little the wick is. So this is aggressive so far, as long as we don't push underneath 82,500. Okay. This trade's playing out nice. All right, good. So indecision, but something I trade, right? Doji candle at the bottom, followed by bullish engulfing, easy buy. This is weekly. Okay, so the daily here, same thing. We need to get above this $85,000 level. This is massive resistance. Obviously, we've banged our heads on this a couple times. Can it let us get above, right? That's going to be key here. When looking at our oscillator here on the shorter term time frames, there's a bit of hopium, right? We have our bullish divergence in here. Okay. This to me is a rising wedge too, so something to be careful here. Okay. That's we're still in a downtrend. Let's not be, thinking it's only going to go to Valhalla
Market
right
structure
now.
signals.
Okay, there's an opportunity for a pushback. The big level is right in here. That would be our golden pocket volume level. Swing low, swing high to swing low. Okay, with the volume up in here. Okay, lots of volume before we rolled over. Okay, there was lots of volume in here. So that's a target for me if we are going to continue upwards right around that beautiful, beautiful 86,700. Okay, that's going to be my key level above us. And then if we do come back down, I was looking for a bounce this morning off the golden pocket 786. But this area in here is more ideal. Okay, we got our sandwich here around 80,000 to about 79,000. Okay, so if this, then that, right? So if we lose this, I would expect us to break and bounce, or come for the low and sweep 72,000. So 72,000 is kind of my make or break level right now. But until we break this uptrend, which I would look for like a 1 hour lower low. Okay, so you can see here you got higher low, higher low, higher low. Okay, so until we lose this low significantly, until we come and close below here like on an hourly, then we can look for a retracement and a dump. Okay, but if we do not lose this low in here, I should remain short-term bullish to the upside. Okay, the only way that I flip to long-term bullish is if we close above here, 92,000. So even if we push up to here, this would still be a lower high, and we could still come down. We need to, in my opinion, we were talking about this yesterday. We need to put in a high up here. We need to put in a higher low and take that high like that. That would make me bullish too. Okay. That would make me bullish too, but not until we break above up here. Okay. So for now, we remain patient. Trade what's in front of us. Understand it's so volatile. It's absolutely chaos. So make sure you're paying yourself along the way. Don't get over leveraged and over trading. Right now, you can see a little bit of a rejection money rolling over here. 85,000 being the big resistance. 86,000 being the key level to sweep for rejection. Okay. And we'll play it level by level. Right now, you can see that we are just establishing some sort of range in here. So buy low, sell high until proven otherwise. Okay. Look at the wicks. Understand that the volatility is absolutely insane right now. So make sure you're using good risk management, because all of a sudden the price will do something crazy. And I don't need to really show you that, guys, that because you're you're watching the charts and you can see this morning, all of a sudden, price moved up 6.6% in a matter of seconds. 1 minute candle. Look at the 1 minute candle. Toot, toot. Okay, and this isn't even news. This wasn't even news. That's the thing. This was news. Okay, I understand that. But this wasn't even news this morning. Okay, so careful, careful, careful. Look at this trade. Banging, baby. Simple trade setup. Easy money. OC FOMO'd in at the top. He's making money because he knows how to make money. FOMOing in. Mitigation of the high. Continuation out. Let's go, baby.
Let's go, Alex, man. You are, I mean, supercharged this morning. I love it. I love it. So let me take over here for a second. I'm going to be going over some altcoins. Guys, let us know if you have anything that you would like us to take a look at, or if you have any questions today. Remember, it is just beginning of the week. Today is 101. If you have also any questions about the indicators, let us know, and we'll be answering that. Or if you want to request, again, just let us know, and we'll be more than happy to share that with you guys. So let's take a look at it here. Bitcoin, basically, you just cover it all, my friend. Nothing to do here. I'm just gonna go take. I think the same. So let me show you here. We already have a double bottom here, but we have not yet created a higher high. In fact, when we try to create that high, we just basically created that double top and then bounce back down, right? We're slightly below our previous low. So we're losing the zero line on the 4 hours. We're pretty bearish, and we're about to break out that range, right? Remember, guys, consolidation score, it tells you how much are we consolidating, how strongly are we consolidating, right? And it's talking about the itty bitty last part, right? So you have immediate reaction times in here. So basically 10, highly consolidating. Are we consolidating? Of course we are, right? But also, what comes after 10? 0. And what does 0 means? 0 consolidation. What is 0 consolidation? Moving 11, says Daggett. I love it, man. Oh, I have a question. Why is it not 1 in 1? What is that number not 1 in 1? I mean, we have 22, 33. What is it not 1 in 1? Well, whatever. Just maybe somebody could answer that. In the meantime, after 10, we don't get 11, we get 0. But in this case, 0 means no consolidation, right? So if we are not consolidating, that means that we are moving within a trend. So what could that mean? It is that we're going to be breaking out. This is not telling you up or down. This is telling you we have a lot of pressure. We are highly consolidating, and we're at the end of the range, right? At the end of the consolidation. Now your job is to start looking at where do we have most of the resistances, right? So we have a big resistance up here. We have basically nothing right down there. Let me see if I can bring up anything else. Oh, look at that, all the way down there, maybe, right? And well, when we start seeing liquidation zones, well, we do have a little bit in here, but the big one, it's all the way back down here, back at 77K. So I do agree with you on that the price of Bitcoin, it is absolutely going to be making something weird and volatile. Like, yeah, we do have a order block in here, which is a high order block as a support, but highly bearish. What does that mean? That means that when we go back into it, we're going to start playing out between the bullish and the bears, right? And then once the bullish are gone, well, then we still have a lot of bearishness. So expect a bounce and maybe a week back down, depending whether these bulls regret their position. Because remember, order blocks are also created with people opening orders, right? Who's stopping me to cancel my order? No one. Unless it's taken, well, then I can still cancel it. That means that this order block can disappear anytime, right? And that goes for any order block out there. So guys, I want you guys to kind of look at this like a video game, right? So I do remember Halo, where let's just not go that route, but yeah, Alex here beat my ass on Halo, right? We'll still need to take a look at the next match, by the way. But when in Halo or in Mario Bros or something like that, right? There's always perks, right? When you take that perk, you get an overpower or I don't know, a superpower. But also you get limitations on that superpower, right? When you eat shrooms, like in Mario, you get big, right? But you don't throw fire, right? You need to get the flower, etc., 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 whatever, right? So the same thing here. Like when you're getting the order blocks, you're getting magnetic action and support or resistance. But the downside of that superpower is that they can disappear at any point, right? So look at it that way. You get a pick, but you also have its kind of like a counterpart, right? So it's limitations for that pick or for that superpower. So having said that, well, then we can start predicting or thinking how the market's going to react when you already know market structure. Guys, if you don't know market structure, please visit market structure, learn market structure, just Google it, YouTube it, whatever, right? As long as you have an idea on how market moves and what is up, you know where, how, or most likely those tools are going to be reacting, all right? So basically going to a high bearish area, most likely we're going to pierce through because we're going downwards until we get into a high bullish area, which again, yes, we're going to bounce or try to push forward, so maybe wick down a bit, but the bulls are going to step in and most likely we're going to be making a big push, which will create a triple bottom triangle. Something important about a triple bottom triangle is that we usually break to the bottom, to the flat size. This is not flat, thanks God. So we are kind of like a pushing downwards. This is a down-ranging wedge. So having said that, most likely breakout, it's to the upside. So be aware of that movement. Pressure is building up and we are threatening to lose the zero line. Remember, your zero line is just a threshold point, right? Basically, it's telling you we at the top, we do have strength, and right at the bottom, we don't have strength, all right? So just so you know, so when we start going downwards or staying below, we don't have the strength. Let me give you guys a little bit of an example here. So for example, let me scroll back and handpick a couple of areas so it is clear before we move on into more difficult zones, right? So again, handpicking that area, right? Because I want you guys to see it clearly. Look at that. As we are at the top, as majority of the time we are at the top and not losing the zero line, look at that. We are going up, right? As we are at the bottom and not losing the zero line, we usually are downtrending. So what are we doing right now? And this is what things get a little complicated. Where are we spending most of the time? Well, I will be telling you that we're spending most of the time below because we only have little itty bitty peaks in here, right? And what we want to start seeing, it is holding the zero line like that. So we know we can start ranging up to previous high resistance areas. I think we're working on it, but that doesn't come without a retracement, right? Look at what happened here. Pump and dump and pump, all right? I do believe they're going to be doing the same thing, especially since we already know somebody's not leaving the price to dip lower, right? And I think that's us. Us being said, Alex Crypto himself. That's why he hurt his back. I'm just kidding. All of us, right? All together, collectively, right? I think that we are on big support areas where we feel that Bitcoin it is gaining some support and some traction. I think this is the result of believing that the bull run is not over yet. All right. So just so you know, there's a little bit of also a psychological analysis here, microstructure. So basically, I think that I fully agree with your analysis. So yeah, let me read Credit for My Soul. Let me drop my screen also. Let me see. Alex, OC, I had a weird loss today. I was on 100 and tried to close it out by my option contract went into pending. I didn't know what to do, so I canceled it and resold it, but still went into pending and ending. All right. So thank you for advice. Retracement bull diff clipping. I honestly don't know. All right, so I think you haven't. I don't know exactly what happened here. Are you talking about what kind of contracts? Like regular contracts, like for example Binance, Bitget, Bybit, and stuff, or you're talking about futures contracts like like man, what is this called? Uh,
Options?
the options. Yeah, options. Are we talking about options? Stock options. Yeah, probably stock options. Sometimes that is liquidity, a liquidity lack of that. But if that is constant, I would either change brokers or DM support, just to make sure that you are on the right side. But that should not happen because I don't think that there's liquidity issues or shouldn't be liquidity issues if you're doing options. So yeah, options contract for day trading. I bought a put, or yeah, I don't think that you should be having liquidity options. That usually, when pending, it's just pending somebody to grab that or to have the right to be selling to sell it to who, right? But yeah, I don't think that you should be having that issue. Please DM support and ask for an explanation, in-depth explanation. If you want to share what they tell you, maybe we can dig a little bit deeper within and maybe figure it out together. But other than that, that remains on your broker's side. Please don't tell me that is Robin Hood. Please. But yeah. Uh, Let me see. What else do we got? Oh yeah. Let me go ahead and share my screen once again. And I want to show you guys a little bit of what I'm looking for the altcoin size, right? And there we go. We have a couple of trades taken and not taken, right? So let's go to F Ethereum. It's like wrap Ethereum but fucked up. So fuck Ethereum. All right. So on fuck Ethereum, here we go. We did enter on a 1 week in here. We were expecting a little bit more of a dramatic push. And basically, we should have taken profits right there or right here as we were hitting our resistance. To be honest, I caught it here. Why? Because we were hitting our manual resistance. No excuses. I could have let that go run faster and longer, but that's the way it is, right? So at this point, I'm probably looking for my next F Ethereum entry. Remember, this was half of a position, and I was looking for a re-entry here. I did not went all the way into my entry, onto my secondary entry here, so too bad for me. So what I'm doing here, that I'm already out of this trade, is I'm gonna be looking for what's going on in here, all right? I'm in the red cloud, which means the next upcoming movement should be bearish. I am technically below the zero line, and I don't have any bullish divergence just yet. Let me Control C here, and then let me just add my power bar. On my power bar, I'm unconclusive. I'm neither red, neither green. So I need to I need to wait for it to take a decision. I believe that we're gonna break out, going for the retest somewhere around here, back on my entry area, and then when we are at the bottom here, we could start thinking for entry. So I'm gonna be setting up right here another alert. Right around 1,852, and that's gonna be another half of a position. I'm still short of Ethereum. I still curse it every second freaking time, and until it started freakingly moving, with or without me, I don't care. Just man, as long as you stop falling, I'll just take back. What the hell? That was freakishly scary. Somebody just banging his stick behind my back.
You wanted the electric. They said they want their electricity back.
Shit, man. I do think on haunted houses. This really scared the heck out of me, man. Dude, I swear, it right in my back, man. Just give me 1 second.
No worries. You can unshare your screen, bro, so I can do some TA.
Oh fuck! Sorry,
he's
sorry,
back.
my bad, man. It's just
He's going to
it's
get
just-
those. He's going to get his Mexican shotgun. You know what that is? The
What is
Mexican
it, man?
shotgun?
I don't know. What is
I
it?
don't know what it is.
No.
This one.
Ah, yeah, of course. Shit, true, man. Man, I should not be laughing at this, but true and hilarious. Oh man, the strongest damn shit that we can get is what is it, 9 millimeters short at the best case on a revolver. But other than that, just 22s, man. Shit, it's just like throwing stones at the bullet careers.
This is what we
Dude.
use in Canada. We throw rocks.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh, sorry for that, man. I really got scared this time. I don't know what the hell. I'll do another. Well, whatever. Let's just roll with this. So this is gonna be my possible next entry here. As I see the means playing out in here again, just like in Bitcoin, guys, we're just consolidation score. Everything is playing. It's ready to play it out somewhere, right? I believe it's gonna be a liquidity sweep to the downside. But we still need to see to wait for it. Why? Because everywhere we already have 3 or even 4 Wyckoff movements. I don't know if I want to call this one, but let's just ignore this. 1, 2, this will be a third. Remember, the third one is the charm. So after that, I do expect at least somewhere around, in this case, 2,300 on Ethereum. Litecoin, another entry here, a little bit underwater. By the way, I did exactly the same on the trend line here. I took some profits. In fact, was a little bit after the trend line. So not exactly at the trend line. Let me show it to you. Again, I cut it short. I took like this. It was it was profitable, but still a little bit of a horrible long. I'm not expecting that kind of low entry points in here. But still money, it's money and it's in my pocket, right? I shouldn't be bitching around Litecoin for this one, right? What are we going to be doing here? The exact same thing. Remember, we are into a Wyckoff distribution. If you don't remember what a Wyckoff distribution is, going down, little range, V-shaped recovery, and then we have 70% chances of a range. If we have a 70% chances of a range, let's trade the range, all right? Let's trade the range. So at this point, we're almost over with that range. We're breaking another trend line, and I believe that we could be having another sweep of the lows, just like before, like with everything else, going for that secondary push to the downside, somewhere around 85. Let me even go a little higher, 86, 74. That's what I'm going to be setting up my alert, and then going to hit the dynamic reactor. Finally, OM, man. Left my entry here. It was a little far away. Still, I was just aiming for a half a position. It did not went to my position, so no entry there for me. I'm gonna be looking for maybe a fake out like this, maybe coming back down. But so far, this is indicating me that I should be taking the last bit of a trade. But this is just still too dangerous for me to take it, so I'm gonna ignore it. I'd rather let it go. Because we have, there we go, a ton of resistance above us. So I believe for the best case scenario will be this run up before the retest. I'd rather come back into the retest, all right? So far, OM, no entry. Finally, let me just finalize this one. BNB, and this is because BNB has been playing the fuck up. And also, left me on my next entry here. I was expecting a further movement to the downside. We hit it here. I was expecting a secondary movement, and we finally break out, retest, and off we go. I'm looking for a secondary retest. That's gonna be my entry. Hopefully this time I don't get left out of BNB. Binance, since I've been in talks with the US government, this damn thing has been just pushing. I hate it. I trade it and I hold it. Why? Because I'm not gonna say it, but whatever. I just do whatever I think it's gonna be making me money, right? Regardless if I hate it or like it. So fuck Ethereum also. Other than that, man, let me just throw it back to you.
Let's have a look at Mavia. This is yeah, man, great push here. So this is like how fast things can change, right? That's the thing. Like, as soon as Jerome Powell on Wednesday says, you know, we're going to look at cutting interest rates, this is how fast it can change, right? Obviously, Mavia has been absolutely decimated, but this is huge, right? Huge push, 400%. Now, it looks great, right? And this is honestly awesome, right? But at the end of the day, right, you look for a revisit of previous highs and continuation. So you'd be looking here for a potential bounce. And I know this is quite far away, but it's an altcoin, right? So you'd be looking here And then when you zoom out even further, you realize that it's really got to claim $1, like $1. It held $1. So this is where I'd have my, my goals, and this could be great. So I would wait for, you can see there's a little bit of hopium in here, and someone's buying it, right? So with this, you wait for a retest, and maybe you're getting into like a 3x long or something like that. Not like this, okay? Where you're getting into a trade where you can actually give yourself quite a bit of wiggle room, but you can target all the way back up here into the middle of the range, right? And this could turn into quite a nice swing trade, especially after a pop like this. But anytime something moves like this, you've missed it, okay? So let's be honest with ourselves, right? It's like, it's not, it looks great, and you get this big pop and continuation and pop continuation, 300x. Oh my God, if only I put my $4 on it, I'd have $12, right? It's a massive move. I always look for order blocks on the way up, so you can look here, right? If you want to kind of maximize where you're looking, you can also pull fibs on your way up. So you want to hold here. You got to retest the previous highs. You can pull fibs for impulse moves to the upside, which gives you this area in here. So retest to previous highs would be in here. You got your loud order block in here, right? So you're looking for that retracement and continuation, right? So you're going to be looking down in here, right around 38.6 cents, okay? And then a retracement back down into these highs in here around 32 cents. Now, these are 20% away from each other, okay? So you want to give yourself enough wiggle room, but also remember this. Whenever you see this and you get excited, go back and look at what it does when it isn't trading nicely. This looks like molasses, okay? This is slow. This is boring. This is painful, okay? And then it dumps on your ass, 14%. Then it pumps on your ass, 16%, okay? And then it goes haywire, okay? So I would expect a lot of the same of that, where you get some chop solidation in here and it works its way down, and then eventually it goes. Look for those bull divs, good risk management, stop loss below the low, that kind of deal. But honestly, an incredible move, right? Incredible move for, these tokens that are kind of hidden, right? You can imagine maybe they start allocating down in here, right? Then they put in the full bag, everybody buys it up, and now they're selling on people's heads. That's what I would imagine. Okay? So don't get too much FOMO, okay? You can make money on stuff like this, and your target is very simply get them back up into this range, right? So that $1 is going to be your key level of resistance, okay? And you got a couple stops along the way, and this can continue to push, right? But you can 2x all the way up here, right? You're at 50 cents right now. You can go to $1. It's just try and get in at a retracement versus buying the top, right? We don't want to do the good old fashioned OC by the top trade. We want to get in, practice good. He still makes money, but you want to buy the retracement, okay? So that's why I'd be looking there, and then to get back in here, and obviously, like, if this thing goes, I mean, the highs are all the way at $10. That's pretty crazy, right? And I mean, 50 cents to $10. This thing got as low as 10 cents. What is that, OC? That's 100x, man.
Oof.
It's a 10x. 100x,
Man, and this
right?
is the first time I see Navia. I'm taking notes, man.
He's gonna go buy it. He's FOMO. You smell the FOMO already. Holy smokes. Okay. Okay.
I'll wait for your
St. Patty's
analysis.
Day.
Not gonna lie. I'm gonna wait.
Okay, so you're gonna buy it at 30 cents, okay? Wait for 30
All right.
cents.
Perfect.
Set a limit order at 30 cents if you want to
You know
buy
what?
it.
Oh yeah, I'm doing it right now, bro. Let's see.
Oh God.
No, not buying it. Setting my alert. Setting my alert.
Not gonna lie, I feel the FOMO looking at the chart. Yeah, it's meant to do that to you, right? It's emotional. I always say don't buy green candles, right? Like, don't buy green candles, because your green candle is typically a top, right? If you're buying here, what do you think the next one's gonna do? Right? So very careful. You want to buy green candles on dips. You want to buy red candles on highs, okay? Like I teach you guys over here when we're looking at any sort of price action within this. Why did we get long this morning. Okay, we look at where the VWAP is. This is a mitigation of the low is what we were looking for. 786 golden pocket bounce we got here. Okay, so we go swing low to swing high, bang, bang. We have our 786 in here, and we waited and we waited and we waited. Okay, we bought this candle here. As it's falling, okay, target was the VWAP. We were one too early, but we didn't buy this candle here. We bought this candle here. Once it closed above here, we bought that up to here. Okay. You don't buy this candle here. You can go on any time frame, right? You're up at the highs. Doji, you buy the red candle back down. Boop. Okay. Down you go. Stop loss above the high. Right? This one right here. The one I just got long on while we were teaching. Golden pocket retracement. You don't buy this candle here. You buy this one here. Okay? Continuation up. Okay? You want confirmation of the bounce always. Okay? And then you can put your stop loss under here or your stop loss under here, depending on your risk management and your targets above you. Coming into an order block and liquidity right here, I would expect something like that and then a trickle down. Okay? But always this, then that. Like, and it works on all time frames, right? That's why we're looking at the weekly right now, because it's the same thing. The weekly giving us a doji candle, which can be a bottom, right? So if we were trading it, because all trading is fractal, right? So if we're looking for a fractal of what we just talked about, we have a doji candle at a bottom. We're going to buy this if it's a green candle, which in my case it's purple. But if this is a green candle and it's engulfing this, that is possibly a buy for an uptrend. Okay? But not until we have confirmation on this candle. Obviously, this is a weekly candle, right? But you look at it here as, pretend this isn't the weekly, right? You look at this here. What do you have? You have a doji candle, a green candle. You buy that candle, you go up, okay? You have a doji candle up at the top here. Two of them, actually, right? Doji candle at the top here. You have a bearish engulfing candle. You sell that candle. You make money there, right? This is just the weekly, right? Right here, right here. Okay, you can see it all throughout your charts. Just a simple way of trading, right? You have a doji candle up here. You absolutely get rocked here. Same with here. Same with here. Okay, so you see it here at the bottom, engulf, buy that candle, up you go, right? So it's all fractal. It all works the same. It's just you want to go off confirmation, right? This could be one right here, right? The sell. Now we've engulfed. You can look to sell this back down in a downtrend. There's a sell as well. Now, the probabilities of this trade, I would say, depending on the confluence of where it happens, is so important. Okay? What does that mean? That means that I took this candle trade here, not because of it being a doji candle, because it was at a golden pocket, because it had pushed up here, mitigating some of the highs in here, taking this high here. Okay, so it pushed up here. I can look for a retrace continuation in here. Looking at the 786, that's why, because I have confluence at this level, allowing me to be confident in that continuing up. My intention is to take it to this high here. Could go higher, right? But that should be why you're taking that trade, especially on a shorter term time frame. You want other things pointing in that direction, giving yourself more chances of a bounce. What also was here, we had the liquidity at the lows in here that has been swept, and we reclaimed that liquidity. Reclaimed, retested, and off we go. Right? Now we're doing a diagonal balloon dog. Okay? Don't FOMO in at the top, please. Because what are we doing now? We're coming for the liquidity at the highs right now. This is our next target, right? But look at the liquidity created below us now. So on a 15-minute time frame, it looks a lot different. There's a lot of liquidity down here. Can we see a retrace continuation here? right? You always got to think of the bigger picture too, right? Coming for the highs up here. Sweep the highs again, send it back down, or breakout, retest, continuation, OC special. If this, then that. Always setting the next trap. Okay, the next trap. Where's the next trap? It's these highs, right? This is your next trap. If you fail to break above here, you're going back down to the middle of the range. Very simple. Your shorts here, stop loss above the high. They're going to come down minimum here. You can target all the way down to that golden pocket, right? Take profit one. We'll be re-entering. Then you can go middle of the range. Then you can go full take profit at the golden pocket down below us. Easy trade setups. Wait for confirmation. Take the trade. Use good risk management. Repeat. It sounds so
Yay!
easy, doesn't it?
Oh yes. I want to answer a question from Carrie from myself. She said, "Oh, see, Robinhood is bad," and thank you everyone if you responded. Thank you very much. She said, "So it's not that Robinhood is bad per se, but do you remember last time that they were shorting what was GameStop? So I think what they did is hurt their community to favor big firms, right? I don't believe, also, let me tell you that I strongly don't believe in once a cheater, always a cheater. But once a cheater, they need to win your trust or confidence back, right? So I don't think that Robinhood has done that. I think they ghosted us, right? Like, hey, yeah, I cheated on you guys, and no, look away. Let's continue. Oh, and let's bring crypto, hype up and stuff like that. So I don't think they managed that crisis correctly, and I think so. That for me says a lot, right? But that is a personal opinion. This is not a statement, just a personal opinion. Technically, it's also a statement, right? But again, just channel it as a personal opinion. I'm out of Robinhood. I'm trying to move into Oanda as much as possible. But again, that's me. I haven't had any issues with Oanda. But that's why I mentioned, don't tell me, please, that was Robinhood, because that's just, I don't know, when things go wrong in that space, the first thing that comes to my mind is Robinhood. So maybe I'm just still kind of like scared of their actions. But yeah, that was just my mention. That I just wanted to explain a little bit more. It's not that they're bad, but they haven't repeat themselves after just fucking their clients up. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So, what brokers do you like for day trading stocks? That's a little bit of a difficult to answer because here in Mexico we have our own, and also we have internationals. I do use Oanda. I used to use Robinhood. Right now, BMG or GBM. I don't quite remember. I'm searching for it. And there's another Mexican exclusive one and that is because of the SEC stuff. Remember last time they come knocking on my door, and they just they were like, hey, pay out, OC, pay out. So yeah, but I don't know, guys. Alex, what do you use to trade stocks? Do you use any international stuff?
I don't trade stocks. They're buy and hold really. So I just use a broker in Canada. I'm not really in and out trading stocks. For futures, I've traded futures a couple times. That's been on what the heck is it called? I haven't been on it in ages. I can't remember the name of it. It shows you how much I've been trading on that. So I can get back to you with that. But for me right now, it's just mostly Bitcoin and some altcoins and stuff like that. Trying to keep it simple, focused on trading one thing at a time right now. That's kind of where I'm at.
Absolutely. Creative, by the way, I see that you do a lot of options. If you want to bring up any assets that you want to take a look at, please let us know. We also can do any analysis on any assets. So if you like gold, we can do gold. If you like Tesla, if you get whatever you like, if you like Apple, whatever you like, we can take a look and tell you what we see on the time frame that you want us to look into it. But I think that would be it for today. Let's cut it a little bit short, 10 minutes short. I do have another meeting to attend to right now. I need to prepare, and also Alex, I think you have another class upcoming, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
You never
Non-stop,
stop,
buddy.
brother. Yeah, you never stop. All right, retirement right around the corner. Sorry.
5 years, man. Hopefully.
Oh yes, I also want to pick it up, man. I'm pretty excited for this year. Not gonna lie. I think this is gonna be a great year. We are already at March. It's just flying through, guys. I don't know about you, but just yesterday was Christmas for me. I don't know. So
It's my birthday tomorrow, see, so I expect tequila.
freaking lutely. So, but you don't drink, don't you?
I don't drink, but I expect you to drink tequila for me.
All right. I can send you tequila bottle just for display. It's one of my favorite ones. The bottle is beautiful. Maybe you
No,
can
it's
share it.
okay.
Or
Buy it for yourself or save your money. Buy electricity. I don't care. It's all good, man.
no, but I was also thinking of coffee. You like coffee, right? Maybe I can send you some local coffee. Oh, he got
Coffee.
stuck.
All
Are
right.
you
Have a
frozen?
great day, everybody.
Yeah. All right, guys.
We're
Thank
good.
you so much for joining, and see you. As always, see you guys tomorrow.
All right. Take care.